Hey everybody, welcome to Choose Your Own Adventure, a Broomghost's D&D podcast about four friends that get stuck in a magical video game. They now have to make their way through games you may or may not recognize in order to save enough... Fuck, dude. Just pull up the script, Shawn. Just fucking pull up the script, bro.
You can use a pre-recorded.
That was off the top of your head?
You've done this like 8 times now.
It was.
Dude, that's great.
This is 9, actually. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Choose Your Own Adventurer, Broomghost's D&D podcast about four friends that get sucked into a magical video game. They now have to make their way through games you may or may not recognize to earn enough save tokens to get home. I am your host and DM, Shawn.
My name is Jared, and I'm playing Krongus Race Car Sugnork.
I'm Jake, and I'm playing Beezow Hornpub.
I'm Joe, and I'm playing Stumbleton, Rawtoe, Rockefeller.
And I'm Crystal, and I'm playing Leon Spangle.
Welcome to episode 9.
Woo.
We got to come up with a name for you, Shawn.
Well, I'm the DM, dude. I'm everybody else.
You need a nickname. We'll think of one.
Master of Games.
It'll come.
BM. Bungeon
BM.
Master.
Dowel movement. So, guys, welcome back. We haven't recorded for a while. Everybody was away for the holidays, but now we're back. Everybody had a good holiday?
I'm so full of cheer, dude.
Are you dating the
Dude,
episode
he's
right
fucking
now?
fully cheered up. I am.
I didn't say
I am.
which
I didn't say
holiday.
what year.
Yeah, there you go.
A holiday from some
Yeah.
year.
For you listening in the future, it will be as if no time at all has passed. But for us, it has been, guys, 3 weeks since we recorded, I think?
Yeah,
Something like
pretty much
that.
a full month.
Sounds right.
So, now, who can remember what happened last time?
Just like a lot of animal abuse.
We did.
Mostly that.
We wrecked.
I would
house.
Really
argue-
high-level skating.
I'd argue that they're closer to people than animals. I don't know if that's problematic. And
That's
it
what I
prob-
tell
In
myself.
D&D, they are considered humanoid
Does
creatures.
that make
There
it
you go.
better?
So it was only human abuse.
That happens
There
all
you
the
go.
time.
Get off
Peter.
my jock, Peter.
I remember one really specific moment from the last episode, but I don't know if I want to talk
know
about
what
that.
moment. So, yeah, you guys competed in the takes race. And from what I can remember, you guys absolutely destroyed the competition.
Happened in the span of seconds.
At one point, Jake stabbed his sword through another person's skateboard and spit in his eye.
Lost saliva.
Sure did.
Leon completely tricked someone into thinking that there was another letter for 6 turns.
Thoroughly
That dude,
japed.
yeah, that dude got off easy. He was just chasing something that wasn't real for a while all of his
still out
friends
there.
got the shit beat out of him.
We've all been there.
Stumbleton jumped on somebody's back and he lightly got off of their back.
Kinda got off.
There's a diversion. Yeah.
An
and
uncomfy
then-
dismount.
Yeah, and then Krongus gave somebody a wedgie and then threw their underwear at, who was it? Leon?
Beezow.
I
Beezow.
shot
to
their-
Beezow.
Yeah.
Crammed it in a
was the
t-shirt
Bro
cannon.
Force.
We did an alley-oop to stuff the underwear up in the mayor's pie hole.
That's right. That's
Stuffed
right.
it right up in the mayor.
Right over
Anthony Anthony Falcon was kind of just chilling, just racing.
I've recruited psychopaths.
Yeah.
He was in awe the whole time.
So after you guys had collected all of the letters, you were introduced to another person, a shark-like humanoid that jumped out of the ground, calling himself Game Shark. I forgot his name. And he bit down on the bleacher box that the mayor was sitting in, toppled it over, and then touched his hand to the mayor and turned him into an owl bear. And that is where we left off. So now, to set the scene, you guys are in the middle of this large racing arena. There's jumps and ramps and stuff that are around, but you guys are sort of in the center with this giant roaring owl bear and this giant shark humanoid looking thing named Game Shark, who you just saw used some sort of magic to touch the Mayor Hoffman and turn him into this owl bear. So if everybody could please roll me initiative.
I keep intending to bring my real life dice to the campaign because that feels fun and I miss using them. And I say used to because I've also forgotten this time.
I rolled an 8.
So Leon rolled an 8.
Oh, fuck. Hang on. No, don't count that.
6.
It's been 3 weeks. I
You
forgot.
got a
changed
6?
your name in there
Yeah.
to Krongus Race Car Sugnork.
I like how it's all lowercase.
I'm very fast. Yeah, I initially capitalized it and I was like, it has to be a palindrome. So it has to be lowercase.
Right.
And Krongus, what'd you roll?
5.
5 for Krongus. And how about you, Stumbly?
I rolled a 17.
17.
I'm offended by
Okay.
that nickname, by the way.
That's a
Stumbly.
great nickname.
Stumbelina.
Ooh. That one's-
Okay. So let's just roll through the order real quick. It's going to go Stumbleton, Leon, Beezow, Krongus, Anthony Falcon, and then we'll take care of the enemy's turn. Now here's a note for the viewers, okay? I think it's more fun when all of our homies go first and then the bad guys go last. If you have a problem with that, cram it up your rectum. Okay.
Leave it in the
Stumbleton,
comments.
Leave it in the comments. I won't read them.
No, but it's
I will.
engagement.
I will actually. I will, and I'll be sad if you say something mean. So, if you feel like making me sad, I fucking dare you. Okay. So,
It's a spicy
pretty
DM
easy.
today.
Can I just say,
Okay.
outside the game, this Game Shark thing is a great idea. This is really funny. I am tickled so much by the Game Shark thing.
hell yeah. That was the goal. That was the goal.
To tickle us.
You know me. They call me Shawnee Tickle. They
Now
don't.
I do.
Joe, what was our fucking mobster name?
Shawnee Fingers.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah,
there it is.
shiny fingers, yeah.
Shiny
Yeah,
fingers.
in the lost episode.
Fucking ill.
Yeah.
No.
We recorded a Mario Let's Play, and the footage somehow got corrupted, or something like that. We lost the audio.
Because God is real and
And-
didn't want anyone to know about Shawnee Fingers.
Shiny
Yeah.
fingers and cried one tear.
You know what? God, I get it. Okay, so Stumbleton, before you is a giant shark human-looking being and an owl bear. What do you do?
I look at the Game Shark and
Okay.
I size him up and I say, you know what? How about you pick on someone your own size? And with that, I use my pants of growing. And
Let's
I
go.
grow
Hell
a
yeah.
full 2 feet. So now I am a little bit under 6 feet tall. So I think
There we go.
I am ready to face the Game Shark.
Yes.
We'll count that as your bonus action as engaging those pants.
Yeah.
So, yes, you're all of a sudden it's just your legs that get bigger, like your your torso and arms are the same size, but it's just your legs have gotten bigger.
Just look like an
You
abomination.
kind of look like a well, you look like a flamingo.
I love it. Okay.
Flamingo.
Flamingo is the Pokemon.
Well-
Sorry.
Incredible. This spell engages my pants.
Yeah, well, yeah. Krongus's pants got wider for some reason.
So I engage that, and I look down and I realize, oh, it's only my legs. So I pull out my javelin because it's longer, and I just start charging the shark, and I go for a stab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll to hit. You said you're going for the shark?
Yep.
All right, let's see it.
I rolled an 11 plus 5.
You look like SpongeBob when he goes to the prom with Pearl.
Oh.
I like to think I make the squishy noises with my feet too, like SpongeBob.
Okay, so a 16 does hit, Joe. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, 1d6 plus 2. Got a 3 plus 2, 5.
Awesome. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Joe? You kind of have wrapped up a bonus action and an action.
I'm like real close to the shark, right? Like I'm just like right.
You chose to stab him.
Okay.
So you tell me.
Okay. Well, I have a javelin, so I'd say within like 4 feet. So very calmly and quietly, I lean over. I go like, "Was that a pretty good joke?" And then I leave that as the end of my move.
Perfect. Okay. Next up, we have Leon Spangle.
All right. I'm nodding to Stumbleton like, yeah, that was a great joke. It was good. And then I'm backing up a little bit, and I'm going to cast True Strike, which I will read this description. I'm pointing a finger at the target, which is the game shark. My magic grants me a brief insight into the target's defenses, and then on my next turn, I'll get advantage on my first attack roll against the game shark.
Awesome. Okay. And you are specifically looking at the game shark?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to know, you get to know his armor class, right?
I don't know. So it just says gives you an insight into the target's defenses. So whatever you want to share with me, Dowell Movement.
Yeah. I think you get to know the armor class. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, leave it in the comments again. So
comment down below.
And remember, although everybody's hearing this, only Leon Spangle actually knows. Should Leon Spangle choose to share this information, they absolutely can. But only Leon Spangle is aware of this information. So you now know that you're going to have to provide some sort of strike that's about at least a 12 on the shark here.
Okay, that's my action. I'm done.
Perfect. Okay. Beezow.
All right. I look over and see that Stumbleton's got big pants, and then I remember that I also can power up. So I'm gonna say the magic enchantment. Zoppity bop bop bop.
Oh my God,
Call
he's doing
forth
it!
My animated shield
Right.
to protect my posture, my butt.
Protect your pussy, bro.
On it. And I'm gonna take my shield greatsword and I'm gonna bum rush this shark and slice him.
So your animated shield pops out after you've said the magic words, and it starts circling your body, and it seems to be specifically protecting your ass and pussy area.
Perfect. That's the part I didn't care to defend.
The A's and P's.
Now I will say that the shield is being respectful and it's facing out, so its back is to your ass and your crack. Okay.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be very useful otherwise. Just staring
Correct.
at my dick and balls.
Well, you know,
Dragon balls.
He's a respectful person.
Staring
well.
at my Dragon Ball Z.
As
By
long
the
as
way,
he's not talking, I'm happy.
Episode 4 is the first time that the animated shield came out, and we had a voice for him, and I'm like, it's like fresh in my head, but I'm like struggling to think of like what he would say in this moment.
Give it
but
time.
I just, yeah.
Let it come
He
to
comes
you.
out. He comes out and he's like, "Yeah, what's up, everybody? How we doing?" And he's just kind of like circling around, and he's like, "Don't worry, Beezow, I got your family jewels." And he's just like comes back, but like every time he comes around, he's like, "Oh,"
We got, like, a
and he's
Doppler
behind
effect.
you. He's, "Oh."
Why are they always like a Jersey mom?
No,
Yeah.
he's Bugs Bunny.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he is?
Recently.
Yeah, what's up?
No, recently I was shown while you were sleeping for the first time. The shield sounds like Sandra Bullock's weird neighbor who keeps on trying to like hit on her. I don't know if that means
Can you
anything to
demonstrate?
any
I
of
don't
you.
even
I'm
know what that
unfamiliar.
No, it's literally that voice. Only imagine
Oh, okay.
he's like coming into your apartment and being like, if I move in here, my landlord will take $50 off. Like, that's the character that you've done.
I hate this guy, but
No, he's great.
He's just
I was
doing his
rooting for
job.
him the whole movie.
I know I meant my shield.
Not. Yeah,
Not
I think
rooting
it
for
was
him.
canon in episode 4 that all the adventurers hated the animated
Yeah,
shield.
it's just a really obnoxious guy.
Yeah,
But he's doing his
it's a
duty.
real last-ditch effort for me because, yeah. I'll suffer through it, though, for the sake of my taint.
The animated shield acts as a normal shield, but you don't have to hold it in your hands. It kind of just circles around you and provides I believe it's a +2 to your armor class, while in use.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right, time to hack this shark with my chilled great sword. So I've rolled a 14 to hit.
A 14, and that does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's an 11.
Damn, dude. Oh man, you got 3 numbers on your sword there.
That I do.
Okay. Damn,
Yeah.
that was a good run.
I'm gonna hack him in the knees.
Hacked him in the knees. Okay, so I'm gonna say that your bonus action was activating your shield, your animated shield, and that your attack obviously was your main action. But is there anything else that you'd like to do before we end your turn?
No, I'm good.
All right, and that brings us to Krongus Racecar Sugnork.
As I see the game shark appear, I go into a squat and I shout, "Who's hungry for some sushimi?" And at the mention of sashimi, I like pound one fist against my open hand, and like a wave of like pressure goes out from either side of me, and I rage.
Hell yeah!
So
Damn, that sounded so cool.
I'm that serious about sashimi. So my rage is my bonus action. I am going to jump at. I keep on wanting to say bear owl because the concept of that is so distracting. I jump at the game shark and take a swing with my dagger right on its schnoz.
All right, let's roll to hit.
And that's an 8.
Okay, so that did miss.
Great. I have nothing left.
Well,
You have nothing left?
I'm ruined.
Well, because I was thinking, because you have your two-handed fighting with the dagger.
I do, but I use my bonus action for rage.
Gotcha.
that was a sick line, though.
Well, I've done all I can do.
The little burst of air was pretty sick. This is going to be Anthony Falcon's turn, and he is going to roll an attack here. He's going to use a short bow. And let's see how that goes. 15.
Dang.
Oh, dang. 21, actually. Shout out to Anthony Falcon.
Good one, Anthony.
And let's see the damage. Ooh. A 4. And he was shooting at the owlbear, because this owlbear is going nuts. And of course, Anthony Falcon really only cares about the mayor.
It
Okay.
is nice of him to continue to help us, even though it's not certain that we won't kill everybody in this town when we're done.
Yeah, we're out of fucking control.
We're just feral, running around.
Okay, so the shark has now taken quite a bit of damage from both Beezow and from Stumbleton. Stumbleton charged him with a javelin and is pretty close. So the game shark is going to go for a bite attack, and that's a d20 plus 6. That's a 12. What's your armor class, Joe?
My armor class is 13.
God damn it, he misses. This is like
Pants.
every
I'm a little
time we
swift.
play fucking Dungeons and Dragons, y'all motherfuckers get away with murder. But the owlbear is going to attack Anthony Falcon because he is obviously angry mostly with Anthony Falcon. So he is going to go for a beak attack, beak on beak action here.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So the beak attack missed, but luckily he has multi-attack, which means that the owlbear can make 2 attacks. One with its beak and one with its motherfucking claws. Here we go. A D20 plus...
Large talons.
It's large talons, thank you. Okay, 15. That hits. And now we're going to roll damage. It is 2d8 plus 5. That is 18 damage.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Is Anthony alive?
He is. He's hurting, but he is alive. Maybe somebody's going to have to use a motherfucking health potion in this one.
Yeah.
Okay. That puts us back up to the top of the order. It is Stumbleton.
All right. So I vaguely hear Krongus talking about having shark for food. And so I was like, you know what? All right, let's roast him. So I used my firebolt, and I just put it right up against his chest after I dodge his bite. And I just, boom, and go for it.
Okay, so you're really close to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say that you can roll this attack with advantage, because it'd be pretty hard to miss from being so close
You'd
to
be
him.
surprised. 10 plus 4, and then a
Go ahead and roll again.
4 plus 4.
Okay, so with advantage, we take the higher number. So we're going to go with your first roll, which was a 14, and that does indeed hit.
All right.
So go ahead and roll damage.
2d10.
Damn, 2d10? Are you fucking kidding me?
14.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I really thought this was going to be more difficult. Okay.
And bonus action,
He
well-
wants us to suffer.
I know.
He's like, oh, god
so
damn.
bad.
My friends are winning. I hate this.
And after,
I thought we would get to this fight at the end of the last episode, and it would all just be a conclusion. So I'm like, okay, well, we got the fight this time. We'll keep it going. It'll be whatever, you know?
Nah. We're flattening these mofos.
Yeah.
Throttling them.
as my bonus action to end my turn, I pull my pants up a little bit. Just kinda,
Nice.
I don't have a belt, so it just kind of like sags.
Nice. Flash a little angle.
Yeah, there we go.
This is foreshadowing to when Joe is about to go through puberty outside the game, and like his pants like one day just aren't like suddenly not quite right, and his mom's like,
Yeah.
"We need to get you some longer trousers, Joe."
Yeah. Get him a size
the
too
other-
big so you can grow into him.
The other insight into a little inside baseball here as well is the inner workings of Joe's mind, who has no idea what sashimi is because he heard sashimi.
I was
and tried
going
to
to
light it
say,
on
like, oh, so
fire.
we're cooking this.
Right. Oh, don't worry, I was gonna point that out.
I was too.
I also don't eat. I don't eat seafood, so all I know
You
is
don't, you
eating
don't.
sharks
That's-
illegal in some
that's
places.
fair.
So
That's fair.
Did
some-
someone
that's
say
fair.
sashimi?
Better cook
but
that.
yeah, exactly. I turned into a Benihana
Okay.
chef for a second.
So that leads us to Beezow.
Leads
Whoa!
to
It
Leon,
does.
I thought.
Yeah, it's Leon. I think.
What? Just kidding, Leon, but the shield did go, whoa!
Ah!
Whoa!
All right. So all this commotion around is making Leon a little bit anxious. I feel like he's just going to channel that anxiety into another spell. So he's going to aim at both the owlbear and the game shark and cast Bane.
Oh, damn. Can you do that?
I think so. So it says up to 3 creatures of my choice that I can see within range. Are they within range?
Absolutely they are.
Okay. So they have to both make charisma saving throws. And if they fail, then while this spell lasts, which is up to a minute, anytime they roll an attack roll, they have to roll a d4 and subtract the number from their attack or from a saving throw.
Okay.
Whoa.
So it looks like the save on this is 14. Okay? So what I'm going to have them do is roll a straight d20, and they have to get a 14. This would be for the shark. The shark fails. And then for the owlbear passes.
Ah, fuck, that's the
So-
one I really wanted to Bane on.
So can you repeat to me again what happens with Bane?
Yes, so if they fail the charisma saving throw, whenever they make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, they have to roll a d4 and subtract that from an attack roll or saving throw.
Super cool. So the shark, who is very close to sashimi, now will have to have a d4 removed from whatever attack they make. And let me see. I want to take a look at one more thing here. This requires your vision. So if you see components that says V, that means you have to be able to see them. So as long as you're looking and nothing breaks your sight from the spell, that will continue to go on for up to a minute, which is, of course, is 10 rounds.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah. So that lasts for quite a while.
All right.
Okay, great turn. Anything else that you'd like to do? Any bonus action or anything like that?
No, I'm good. I'll end.
You got it. Okay. So now that brings us to Beezow.
Okay. Do you think it would be possible to catch them both in a blast of my icy breath?
So you absolutely could. You could position yourself to be in the path of both of them, because your icy breath comes out into a cone. So if you step back or step in such a way, which you absolutely have enough movement to do so, you could catch them both for sure.
All right, I'm going to take a step back, take a deep breath, and I'm going to give that a go.
You got it.
I look at them both, and I squint, and I say, if looks could chill.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
now
be
you
like Krongus.
You just roll damage because there's nothing that stops your icy breath from happening. You can only use it once per long rest.
So I rolled a 9.
So they both take 9 damage.
I try to high-five my shield.
Do we all take damage for what he just said, or?
So
I love the idea of you trying to high five your shield and it's just like trying to swat a fly.
That was a good turn, boss. Wow. Hold on, I'm coming back around.
Too slow.
So you open your mouth and a cascade of like, it's like a Dentine ice commercial comes out of your mouth, and it hits both of the owlbear and the game shark. Both of them, you can tell that the owlbear is kind of like not as, it didn't really care as much. It kind of just shook it off.
Downy feathers.
But Game Shark is really hurt, and he looks around everybody, and he jumps up and goes underground, and you start seeing a mound above the earth, clearly where the Game Shark is starting to run away. And with that, would you like to do a bonus action at all, Jake?
I think I would.
Beezow?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I think I'm gonna use a second wind here and try to fire a crossbow bolt at the retreating sharkman.
Sure. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
Now he is underground, so I'm gonna say that because he's underground, you're gonna have to roll at disadvantage. So roll twice, and we'll take the lower one.
Okay. For hit.
Yep.
Twice.
Roll to hit. Yep.
All right. So I got 8 plus 5. I got 13 and 15.
Okay. So even with disadvantage, you did hit.
Sick.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Hit for 7.
Okay. So Beezow, you line up that shot with your crossbow, and you seem to know exactly which way this game shark is going. And you fire your bolt perfectly, and you see it travel in slow motion. I think what you could see was a mist of frozenness coming up from the ground, from your icy breath. You see the arrow plunge into the dirt, and there's stillness for a second, and then there is a giant colorful explosion.
Oh, shit.
And Game Shark has been defeated.
Oh my
Exploded
god,
the shark, guys.
Under the ground.
Oh my god.
Bees out.
Now, do we immediately know he's dead, or like can we just?
You saw
sense
the explosion, and you see just like you saw like this colorful like mist pop out.
Yeah.
And as you're looking, you see like these bits and pieces of Game Shark like slowly start to pixelate and disappear.
So that's
There goes your sashimi, bro.
If I ended up being the one who killed the game shark, I did have a plan to pay off that joke.
I knew you did, so you might as well just
No, it's
do
okay.
it anyway.
Well, I have that every single like place we've been, I've thought of a way to use that like blanket that I have that like the stitching on it changes. I've thought of something every single time and never gotten to use it. If I was killing the game shark, I was going to roll it in the blanket and make the blanket look like a seaweed leaf. And then like you would turn to me and suddenly I'm in a chef's hat and I like faster than the eye can see, like with my daggers, like as I'm being.
What I choose to believe is canon is all of that happens, and then you look at Beezow after the shark just exploded, and you're like are like sitting there motionless, like shit.
It's cooked. That makes it sushi now.
That brings us to Krongus.
Bear owl is the only thing left. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And he's looking not that hurt.
Okay. As I'm like standing near my friends looking at Bear Owl, I'm gonna turn to them and I'm gonna say, "The mayor is a victim too. We have to save him." And what I'm going to try to do is jump on this thing's back and like grab it by like the scruff of the back of its neck, and I'm gonna try to wrestle this fucking bear to the ground and pin it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we are going to roll opposing strength checks.
Okay.
So give me a strength check, and then I will roll for Owlbear.
Okay, there it is.
Owlbear Hoffman.
I have specifically a an action for like grappling and pinning, and so real quick I'm reading this to refresh myself. It says that I have advantage against a creature that I'm trying to grapple. Does that count here?
Absolutely.
Okay. I can use the same action to try to pin the creature, and as long as I continue to beat it at strength checks, I can keep it pinned, essentially.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I'm just rolling a strength check.
Go for it. Absolutely.
Okay.
And it's advantage, so you can roll twice. We'll take the higher
That's
one.
good, because that's a 7. Oh, I'm raging, so I have advantage on strength checks for that, too. Does that mean that I get 2, or does it not work like that?
I don't know how it works, but let's roll 3 and we'll take the best one, just because that's fun.
Okay. Also 7. And...
Double 7. Snake Eyes!
19.
There it is.
Damn, okay. So, Owlbear's going to have to try and beat a 19 in order to not be pinned to the ground here. So, let's see.
Are you fucking serious? Don't look at me like that.
So, Owlbear Mayor Hoffman rolled a natural 20.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
son of a gun.
Now, Owlbear sees what's happening here, because he's a smart bear, okay? He's not a silly old bear. And he is able to move you in a way where he flips you over as you were trying to flip him, and now Owlbear has you pinned.
Oh no.
He has mastered Krong Maga.
Oh.
Okay.
The WWE announcers are like, "Oh, watch out, watch out."
Anthony Falcon sees this happen, and he runs to your aid here. He is going to attack with his bow again. So let's see here. Okay, so that hits. He rolled a 15. That hits. It's going to roll 1d6 plus 3. 2. That's a 5. Okay. So Owlbear takes 5 more damage. Now, unfortunately, it is Owlbear's turn, and he has Krongus pinned. So, Owlbear is going to immediately go after Krongus with a beak attack. That is a 23.
Do you know what kind of damage that does?
This is piercing damage.
Okay, I have resistance to that while raging. What does that mean?
Okay.
Does that mean it halves?
So that means that you're going to take halves the damage.
Okay.
Yep. So he's 1d10 plus 5. So let's see what we get here.
That's a lot.
Okay, so you're going to take 4 damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay? But here's the problem, is that Owlbear also has multi-attack. So he's going to come at you with another attack with his claws. And this is slashing damage. Do you have, I think you have advantage on that, or?
Yes, I do.
Okay. That one, so he rolled an 11 on that one. I believe your armor class is higher than 11.
Yes.
So, he, after that shot from Anthony Falcon, his arm is kind of pinned from that arrow, and he misses his swipe at Krongus.
Since he's right over top of my face, there's just like slobber just like falling on me like puddles of slobber, and through it I'm kind of like, is that all you got?
Somebody get this man a snorkel.
Drowning damage.
Now, it would have been Game Shark's turn had he survived to the fucking 3rd round of combat. So, but he's dead now. Just a boss that I made for the game. That puts us back to Stumbleton.
All right. Question: am I allowed to take my pants off at will and get short again?
Yes.
Okay. Or I didn't know if I had to like wait until like a specific time. I'm so sorry.
No.
I scream over to the owlbear and I say, "Hey, do you want to see a magic trick?" And I try to get his attention. I don't know how that works. Do I have to use...
Okay, so you're trying to get his attention, right?
Yeah.
I would say that would be a charisma check.
I am charismatic.
Because you're trying to like have him look at you. So go ahead and roll me a charisma check.
19 plus 2. That's a
Whoa.
21.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He wants to see what's under those drawers.
Now, as we've said, this is a smart bear, right?
Yeah.
Had it been a wisdom check, you would have had the disadvantage on that.
Okay.
But you're just trying to get his attention. You're not trying to trick him in any way. So when you're flailing around, you see that the owlbear takes a look at you. It is like slobbering and yelling at Krongus, but then it like turns its head like about 100 and I don't know, like 80 degrees, and it's looking at you.
Perfect. And that's when I deactivate my pants, and because I said
Okay.
you want to see a magic trick, and I do that to distract him. And
Okay.
get his mitts off of Krongus. And I don't know if that counts as my full action or if that's a bonus action.
I'm gonna say that I want to see where this goes. So that's gonna all be your bonus action.
Okay. So I did that, and I am now short again. And I'm hoping that it amazed him, because I've been working up to use that trick at some point in this campaign.
Okay.
And with that, I will take out my...
With your charisma, he is enamored. He is shocked. He doesn't seem to understand what happened.
Like, if I had done this, he would have...
He's like...
like, lost his mind. If I had done, like, the little finger thing behind my head, and then, like, oh, they're unchained. It's not even that you tricked him. It's just that you were so charismatic with what you were doing that he's just sort of, like, amazed by your sort of demeanor. My sexiness when I was getting short again.
Exactly.
Okay. So with that, I lock eyes with him, and I take out my warhammer, and I just overhead throw it right at him to try to knock him in the face.
Okay. I think because it's a heavy warhammer, roll your attack but at disadvantage.
Okay.
And if you hit, we'll say that it was a thrown attack.
15 plus 5. 3 plus 5. Damn.
Okay.
So it just goes on the ground.
So, yeah. So you throw your warhammer and it doesn't quite make it to its target. When you initially threw it, it looked like it was spot on the money heading towards him, but you just didn't quite get a full throw on it. and it ends up coming just short of the owlbear.
Perfect. Well, all I wanted to do was distract him to give my other teammates a chance to flank him or something. So that's the end of my turn.
Gotcha. So he is now fixated on you. So
just dancing.
And that brings us to that brings us to Leon Spangle.
All right, I'm kind of looking around and being like, oh my god. I'm digging in my pockets and I pull out my Ring of Minor Wild Shape and I slip it on and I scream, Giant Badger.
Whoa.
Oh, damn.
Now, here's my question for you.
Absolutely.
Giant Badger can burrow. So what I want to do is I also have the double attack thing that the owlbear has. So I want to try to match him with that. Yeah. But I want to burrow and then like kind of burrow over to where he is and like knock him away from Krongus.
Okay.
Is that is that more than one turn?
So I would have said if you didn't have multi-attack that would have been too much. But I'm going to say that because you do have multi-attack, you can take an action of going under the ground and going to where the owlbear is, and then your second attack would be you popping out of the ground to attack him.
Okay.
But you only get one attack as the badger popping out of the ground.
Okay. I'm doing it.
Do it.
What
By the way, everybody looks and sees a fucking giant badger. Just all of a sudden in the color palette of your friend Leon Spangle.
So for this attack, how am I rolling for this?
So you would roll as a giant badger.
You don't say.
Oh, okay, cool. So like strength or like
No, giant badgers have a specific attack.
Of course they
Where
do.
is it?
Let's see here. So
I have the giant badger stuff up in front of me. I'm just wondering what dice I'm rolling.
So are you going to do a bite or are you going to do a claw? It doesn't really matter. It's the same. You're going to roll a d20 and add 3.
I want to use claws. I want to pop out of the ground and just scratch the shit out of him.
Sure, that means you were biting the whole way down.
Yes. I'm new at being a badger. All right.
So go ahead and roll me a d20 and we'll add 3.
Okay. 8. So I rolled an 11.
Okay, so that doesn't hit.
Ooh.
No! My mouth is full of dirt
Just
for nothing.
swallowed too much dirt.
So you, as a badger, are kind of like nosing your way through the ground, and you pop out, and you go to attack this owlbear, but you went just a little too far, and you pop out on the back side, and this giant badger is now like and then you're like looking around,
I'm like
and
spitting
you realize
dirt out.
that you just missed. So Crystal, by the way, while you are a giant badger, a couple important facts for you to know. Your new armor class right now is 10 because you are the badger. Mm-hmm. And you only have 13 hit points. So once those go to 0, you turn back into Leon Spangle.
Oh, I don't die?
No.
Oh,
you
this
turn
is
back
rad.
into Leon Spangle.
That's good.
So
Badger armor.
You almost badged yourself.
only she can say that, dude. Wow.
Stupid. Sorry.
Okay, so that anything else that you actually, you know what,
I can't do
Leon, I'm
anything.
telling you, you can't do anything else.
I've done a whole lot.
That was a super fun turn, and I had a blast getting there. But I'm so excited that you used Wild Shape, and of course you turned into a giant badger. That brings us to Beezow. It is your turn, my friend.
All right, I'm gonna try to free Krongus as well in all this commotion.
Okay.
So
Free Krongus, free
the
Krongus.
owlbear still hashtag free Krongus. Is the owlbear still fixated on Stumbleton
It is,
from
yes.
his little display? Okay, I
Oh
think
my
I'm gonna
Cribs.
try and take advantage of that and run up alongside him. I'm gonna snatch my animated shield out of the air and like scoop up some sand with it. and just and I want to just try and fling a bunch of sand right into his eyes.
Okay.
Pocket sand.
Why don't you roll me a sleight of hand check?
Yes, pocket sand. Oh goddamn!
Sleight of sand.
So you scoop up a thing of sand, and you with your shield, and you try and throw it, but it just kind of does that thing where it just it goes up, it doesn't go out.
Put a cloud in my own face.
Now it didn't hit you. It's not in your eyes or anything. You were 1 point away from that happening. But
oh man.
We'll count that as your bonus action.
Okay.
Guys, here's the thing. Listen, viewers, I'm having fun with the bonus actions, babies.
Yeah.
Okay?
I like it.
Listen, let them have fun.
All right.
This is how you have a fun game with your friends. Okay. So listen, if you're like, what? That's not allowed. Hey man, we're having fun. Okay. Anyways, Beezow.
All right. After whiffing that, I'm right nearby him, right? So I'm just gonna grab Stumbleton's warhammer and try to toss it back to him, just so that doesn't get lost.
Okay.
Nice.
So why don't you roll me a strength check to see if you can throw it to Stumbleton?
10.
10? I was gonna say you had like a 50-50 chance of doing it. I'd say that you can do that with a 10. Stumbleton, will you roll me a sleight of hand check to see if you can catch that hammer?
Darn right I can. 14 plus 2, 16.
You catch it, man. So you've got your warhammer back in your hands. Thanks
Hell
to
yeah.
Beezow.
Yeah, round 2.
Okay, that brings us to Krongus. Now, Krongus, you are still currently pinned by this owl bear. So go ahead and roll me a strength check to see if you can get free.
Okay. God fucking damn it.
Okay,
6.
so with the 6, you don't make it out of the clutches of the owl bear.
It's too much spit in my eyes. The spitter becomes the spat.
You're kind of pinned here. I don't know if there's anything you could do, but is there anything that you'd like to do with your turn?
Anyone you want to yell at?
Would you like to say a cuss word?
I mean, I know that you're keeping it loose with the bonus actions, but I don't think that I can do anything else like that.
You are trapped by a giant bear owl, so it's hard to.
I always spit.
I think what Krongus would do is through the spit that is currently covering his face and getting all over him, I would sputter at Beezow and be like, Beezow, do that thing that you do to the cat. And from this, Beezow understands that he needs to go blow some cold air on that bear's gooch.
And I've got real cold air too.
Exactly.
I don't anymore.
Exactly.
I wasted it, but
I think it's probably still pretty chilly.
I'm gonna throw this at you, and see what you think, because a couple things that jump out to me is, one, you have two-handed fighting. You also have grappling pin, which tells us that you're an expert grappler. I would think that maybe you would have an advantage in being grappled.
Okay.
From that. So if you want to roll me another strength check, we'll see.
Okay. Because I know what I want to do, but it doesn't work for while I'm currently pinned. And okay, so if this works, ignore the gooch thing. All right, that's more like it. 19.
Hey.
Okay, there we go. So you are able to shift the weight of your shoulder so that the claw of the owl bear slips off, and you are able to kind of do a backward somersault to your feet. And I'm going to say that you can't take an additional action, because where this was an advantage situation, you just got out of being pinned. So the blowing cool air on the gooch could still be an important factor coming up here.
Okay. I do want to, if I can do a little thing to finish out this turn. When I was chanting free Congress, when I was chanting, I mean, whatever. If I was chanting, when I was chanting "Free Krongus," I was imagining that the newly unionized factory workers have like surrounded the arena, like with like cardboard signs, like as if this was like a WWE event. And so,
Okay.
what I would like to do is glance to like the edge of the track, and would you say that there is a relatively high fence kind of near where we're fighting by any chance?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to make for that and like run at it as like everybody else is taking their next turn.
Okay, so if you start running away from the owlbear, you would open yourself up to an opportunity of attack.
That's fine.
Worth it.
Okay. So, for the bit, we're going to see how this plays out. Owlbear is going to go for a claw attack on Krongus here. 14.
That hits.
That hits. Okay.
But it's halved.
So it's a 2d8 plus 5 for his claws. 15. We'll take, we'll do 7 damage.
Okay. Sounds good.
So you do get away, but he gets one more slash at you right as you leave. And anything else that you'd like to...
I'm running for that fence.
I like to imagine that slash turned his shirt into like a sexy midriff.
Krongus, could you roll me an insight check?
My shirt isn't half.
That's
3.
yeah, this is as insightful as I would
Okay.
expect to be.
Yeah, okay. You just see a bunch of people watching as you like run towards the big
Yeah,
fence.
that's all I care about.
Just hearing his own name being chanted.
Okay.
Congress.
Congress.
So it is now Anthony Falcon's turn. Anthony Falcon is again going to try and shoot this bear with his bow. Let's see here. Natural 20.
Let's go.
So, I'm going to... So, as we've established before, when you roll a critical strike, you get max damage plus your roll. So, for this, it's 2d6 plus 3. So, that's going to be 15 damage plus whatever I roll here. 15 plus 9, that's 24 damage to this bear from that one arrow.
That made the Tony
Damn.
Hawk Pro Skater special move sound when he shot it.
Boom! So Anthony Falcon aims up and takes a shot, and it hits the owlbear right in the eye. And he takes massive damage, and it's now his turn, and he's focused, because he doesn't really notice that Krongus is gone since he attacked, but he's now going to go for Stumbleton, who he's like kind of fixated on with his beak attack, but he's going to get disadvantaged because of his eye. So we'll roll twice, and we'll take the lowest number.
Sticking in my eye by NoFX plays.
Got an 18, and then we got a 10. So, Stumbleton, what's your armor class?
13.
Okay, so that misses. He's now going to swipe at you with his claws for a multi-attack here.
No, thank you.
19. That hits.
No.
This is going to be 2d8 plus 5.
Oh my.
10 damage to
Oh,
Stumbleton.
no.
All right.
So he misses biting you, and you kind of you evade it just perfectly, but you don't see his claws come out, and it strikes you and hits you pretty dang hard.
If my pants were still on, where would the claws have hit me?
It hit your chest,
Ah.
so you know he was aiming for that
He,
dog.
he was going for it.
You
Okay.
saved your nards.
Yeah. Best decision I've ever made.
Now, with that being said, it is now Stumbleton's turn.
All right. I think after being hit like that, there's nothing like I could really say or do other than I just put my other hand out and I do my Ray of Frost at him.
That's true. You could do that.
And I will.
You did just catch your Warhammer.
That's true. But I feel like, I don't know. I think it's just like a reactionary like hand out.
You feel like being icy.
Yeah. Slow him down a little bit. So let's see. Ray of Frost. 3 plus 4 does not hit.
Okay.
Womp womp.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Oh. All right. Well, I guess.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump for my bonus
now
action.
Here we go. Now, really quickly, Stumbleton, you do have an inspiration die. If you wanted to expend that, you could re-roll.
No, I think I'm just gonna jump out of the way. I'm gonna try to make some distance from him. So I'm gonna use my ring of jumping as my bonus action and just jump away.
Gotcha.
More?
Okay.
Actually makes that noise, yeah.
Like the Super Mario 3 flying noise.
Leon, that brings us to you, my friend.
Alright, so I'm facing the wrong direction and my mouth is full of dirt. So I'm going to really quickly pivot and try and play it up as like I'm being intimidating. So I'm going to charge at him and I'm going to be like...
Shake
Spit
gravel all
dirt
over
everywhere.
the place.
Do you go ahead and roll me an intimidation check?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Oh wait, let me check. Okay, that's intelligence. That's not. I had to be like, wait, does the badger have special intimidation power? All right. Oh fuck!
Oh,
Okay.
Rolled a 1.
you're just causing a ruckus
I got
by
an 11.
yourself.
Oh, I have an 11.
Yeah, I got an 11, but the die itself was a 1.
Oh, no, it was a 7 plus 4.
Oh, it was a 7. All right, I can't see.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you try and be scary to this owlbear, but you can tell that he's just not entertaining it.
At least I'm distracting him.
He's definitely not laughing at you being like coming up to him. Like you can tell that he kind of views you on like defensive terms, but he's not backing down.
Okay. All right, can I multi-attack him now?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm leaping towards him so that I can bite at him at his neck, and then I'm gonna slash him.
Okay, so roll me a straight d20 and we'll add 3 to it.
I've rolled a 2.
So,
I wanted this badger to be cool, and he's just being an idiot.
I don't know how to be a badger.
You're getting used to the body.
So, now, your badger still has multi-attack, so your first attack with your bite misses, but go ahead and roll another d20 for your claws.
All right, I pull out my claws. I rolled a 17.
Plus 3, that's a 20, so go ahead and roll damage on those claws.
Okay, a 1
Oh, boy.
and a 3.
So you got a 4 plus 1 gives us 5 damage to this owlbear from the giant badger. Okay, a lot happened there. A lot happened there.
A lot of flailing. But you hit him.
I could be using this fight to like heal people who are getting wounded in battle, but I was like, no, I'm gonna be a cool big animal, and I'm gonna multi-attack and spit mud all over the place. Start eating garbage.
Say what you want, but you just did 5 damage. That's pretty good. That's
right.
pretty good.
Too busy badging.
Yeah. So everybody just saw this giant badger go to bite, and the owlbear dodged out of the way, and then they saw this badger come in with claws and take like heaps of fur off of this thing, or feathers. I can't tell.
Little of both.
I'm gonna say that was your bonus action. Then you had your multi-attack. So your turn is over, and that leads us to Beezow.
Am I still on the bear shark? Not bear shark. The owl bear. Or did I like fall?
You weren't really on them. You are not on top of them.
Okay.
How big is this badger?
Oh, pretty giant.
I'm imagining it's huge, but
It's in the
I don't know
medium
why.
class. I can only be small and medium things. So it's
Yeah,
it's giant for a badger, but it's probably
Yeah.
a Leon size.
I think
So
it's
it's like a bear-sized badger.
Yeah. It's like 7 feet.
Yeah, that's rad. Okay, Is it my
Calling
turn?
it Stumbleton.
It is
With my
your
pants on.
turn, Beezow.
I just want to. I don't know if this counts as like an action. I just want to quickly look and see what Krongus is doing, where he's going.
Okay. You can definitely. I mean, that's pretty passive. You can check in on that if you'd like.
I'm gonna run at the bear, but just passively. I want to see what he's up to, trying to get a handle on it, so I can go in for the assist if need be.
I guess what you could do is roll a perception check, and then we'll kind of check with Krongus to see what his game plan is, if you can deduce what he's doing.
Oof. Okay. It's a 6.
Okay. So you see him running for the fence, but you're really not sure what he's going for.
Okay.
As you're looking over, Jake, roll me investigation.
13.
You see two things when you're looking, and you look past Krongus to try and tell where he's going. Up against that large fence is a gray bird that looks familiar to you, and kind of a little ways off in the distance, you see a young Aarakocra in handcuffs being led to a paddy wagon, and you recognize that as the young paperboy who was campaigning for Krongus when you guys left the factory. He's been collected by the guard.
They're suppressing the media.
This gray bird, is that Jeff?
It is indeed Jeff.
Bastard.
Indeed.
Okay.
Jeff.
So, assuming the biggest spectacle I can make is eyes are already on what's happening here. So I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna take a couple steps on Leon's back just for extra height as I run towards the owl.
Okay.
I'm gonna leap off of his back and say, "For Mayor Sugnork," and try to stab move.
Leon, are you consenting to this? Are you going to
I didn't warn
allow
Leon.
him to? Now, Leon can choose to act as if this is something he hates, or maybe they have the situational awareness to realize that somebody is trying to use them for good. Where do you think you would land on that?
Wait, he's like
Leon?
running up me as the badger?
Well, this is why I asked how big you
He's
are.
springing off of you.
Oh, I'm
just-
down.
Yeah. Okay.
You're down for that?
Yeah, I'm
So,
crouching and ready to pop up.
Hell
so,
yeah.
Beezow, you're going to get advantage on this, but roll me an acrobatics check.
Yes. Oof. 7.
So you had advantage, so you get to roll twice, and we take the best one.
Oh, right.
Super score.
Oh, yeah. 17.
Hey.
That's better.
Okay,
more like it.
a lot better. So now you do exactly what you meant to do. Do you want to explain this jump?
It's a front flip.
Nice.
Plain and simple.
Okay. And you're coming down with your chilled greatsword?
Uh-huh. As
Okay,
I
go ahead and roll to
scream
hit.
at the top of my lungs in support for Krongus. I'm trying to make this all coalesce into something political here. All right. So that's a 9 to hit. Damn.
It's a 9 to hit. So unfortunately, your hit does not land, but you are atop the owl bear at this moment. So you're kind of landing like directly on top of him.
Nice.
I'm going to say that your bonus action was doing your sort of investigation and seeing Jeff was there. So that means that it is now Krongus's turn. Now Krongus is no longer pinned by the owl bear, so we got full Krong.
Krong gone wild.
Krong out with my dong out.
Steel drums playing.
He does not yell that.
Yeah, yeah, I'm on Comedy Central.
So, this is going to be one of those situations where I'm going to ask you to bear with me. I'm imagining this fence kind of surrounding the arena as being like only like chest high on me, and I would like to like climb up on top of that and like kind of like squat on top of it. And I'm going to half turn to the crowd and put my hand to my ear to build height. and then that same hand that's to my ear, I turn to a fist and I pat the bottom of my elbow, and I'm going to try to jump off of this fence and flying elbow the bear in the top of the head.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Whoa.
so
Are you gonna hit Beezow with that?
what I want
Probably.
you
Are
to
you
do...
on his head?
Yeah.
Oh.
I am.
Well, Beezow kind of like landed like on his front shoulders, so
Okay.
he would have stabbed him in the head, but he missed. So he can position himself in a way where he wouldn't hit Beezow.
Okay.
But in order for that to work, you're gonna have to roll me an athletics check.
Okay.
Fair.
Don't fucking fail me now. 15.
Okay.
Okay, so you land it. It is, you're coming off the top
Hell
ropes,
yeah.
dropping some serious elbow here. This feels like it would be more deadly than an unarmed strike.
It's a bent arm strike.
Yeah, but you're coming off the top ropes. So I'm gonna say that we're going to add. Go ahead and roll to hit. We'll see if you hit.
21.
Dang.
Okay, that definitely hits. Roll an unarmed strike and we'll add 2.
Okay. And I also have, it says I have +2 melee damage with strength weapons. Do you think that counts here? Well, because I'm ranging.
I do.
Okay. So would it be a +4?
Yes.
That's 8 total.
Okay. Max damage on that one. Krongus comes down with a massive hit on the elbow, striking it like right on the top of the beak. And the owlbear kind of does that thing that wrestlers do, where they get like hit in the head, where they like pop up and they're like kind of like wobbling. You guys can tell that this owlbear is in critical condition. It is dazed. It is on its last legs here. Anthony Falcon sees an opportunity. Oh, actually, hold on. Before I do that, Krongus, is there anything else that you'd like to do with your turn?
Important question. Can I use... can we consider it 2-weapon fighting? I want to try to pin the bear again, but I want to, like throw it on its back and, like, pull its leg over me, like a wrestler trying to pin, and I would like Anthony Falcon to drop to the ground and try to give me a 3 count.
So here's my thought.
Okay.
Here's my thought. You have 2 elbows. You only use one of them.
Okay.
So if you want to take another stab at this to see if you can pin the owlbear, what I want you to do is roll me a strength check, which we've established because you have the grappling ability. You have advantage. So roll me a strength check. We'll take the 2 highest ones.
Okay.
We'll take the highest of the 2.
15 and 8. So 15.
Okay, so we're taking the 15. The owlbear has a +5 to strength. So let's see if the owlbear is going to let you. The owlbear has rolled an 8.
Let's go.
So Krongus, go ahead and what we'll do is, for you slamming the bear, we'll call that another unarmed strike.
Okay.
And because you're raging, you get your +2.
Another 8.
Why don't you explain how you end the life of this owlbear?
Oh no.
Can I be clear? This entire time, I've been trying to just, like, restrain the bear, because I still think
that's
that
what it seemed
the
like.
the mayor is in
Now-
there.
This is very so. That's important to note. So you're not trying to kill the bear. You're trying to incapacitate
Yeah.
him.
I'm trying.
That absolutely can
With
apply.
an elbow.
I'm trying to get that 3 count in the bell. So, as I hit it the second time, I imagine that it like falls limp on its back, and I like scoot over to its bottom leg, and like its leg is like I can barely get my arms around it, but I still like roll sideways and kind of like pull it over myself, and I would like Anthony Falcon to like
Anthony
slide
Falcon
in.
comes screaming in like he just got off his shift at Foot Locker. He's now wearing a referee uniform, and he starts counting, and he hits his hand on the ground, and you hear the whole crowd chant 1, and he hits it again. You hear them chant 2, and then he hits it a third time, and everybody chants 3, and then you hear the crowd erupt, and everybody is screaming and cheering, Krongus, Krongus, Krongus. You look over at Jeff, who is looking at you, and you just see a single tear come down his eye, and he stands up and starts clapping. And then everyone around you stands up, and you guys are all getting a standing ovation.
Nice.
Everybody's cheering and clapping for this tremendous takes race victory. Owlbear Hoffman, he starts to after Krongus has kind of stood up and is championing to the people, the owlbear starts to scream and writhe in pain as its body slowly deflates back into the shape of Mayor Hoffman. And you guys all hear him, and he says, No, my plans! Guards, stop them! Stop! But his voice is muffled as a red bird puts her foot on his throat.
Darla.
Darla's angels.
She looks down at the mayor, and she says, Not another word out of you. Anthony looks, and he sees Darla, and he runs to her. And he's like, Darla, are you okay? Did anyone hurt you? Where have you been? And Darla looks around at the shocked crowd, and she holds up a piece of paper. To the entire crowd, she says, I have proof that Mayor Hoffman killed my sister. Here's a direct order to Bam himself to poison Lizzie so he could take over.
Gasp.
From the crowd, Sheriff Bucky jumps over the fence and comes running over. And he takes the piece of paper, and his eyes widen with shock. The mayor looks up and he says, No, don't listen to her. Bam! Bucky, I order you to arrest this woman. Darla pushes her foot down harder on his neck, and she says, Shut up! We have had enough of your lies. Sheriff Bucky, he looks around and he goes to his men and he says, Men, arrest Bam and his crew. And the mayor goes, No, my plan, no! Darla reaches into the pocket of the mayor and pulls out a gold save token. Bucky's men round up Bam and the rest of his crew, and Anthony walks over and Anthony Falcon walks over to Bam, and he takes his Knights of the Evening Star pin off of him. And he looks at Bam and he says, You never deserved this. Men, take him away.
Yay.
Darla walks up to all of you. I don't know how I can ever thank you. Thanks to you, the town of Fossraven can begin to heal. Here, this belongs to you. And she holds out the save token.
I put my arms out and try to hold everyone back instinctively. Like, hold on.
I scratch my ear with my back foot.
I forgot you're a badger.
I don't know how to
I can't reach all of
badger.
Quick question.
Whenever you want, you can take the ring off.
Quick question.
Okay.
The whole time during that whole serious moment, was the shield still going around going,
Yeah! You did it!
He's here.
Oh my god! Darla's here! Holy shit!
I didn't know he worked at Foot Locker. Yes. He was.
Nice.
Because he hasn't said the words to put him away yet.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Okay, zoppity bop bop bop.
Oh, no!
The darkness! It surrounds me! But anyway, I want to warn everyone real quickly. If we touch that thing, we get zipped out of here, that's it. We gotta tie up our loose ends before we do that.
Oh, yeah. We didn't learn
I
our
walk
lesson.
over to Beezow. Oh, sorry.
No, it's you.
I walk over to Beezow as a badger, clearly motioning to my paw because my paw is bigger than my hand was and the ring is kind of stuck and I need help getting it off.
I laugh like it's not that funny, but it's very, very funny. And then I try
snort and I just try and pull it off with my own teeth and I get it off.
And then you guys see a giant badger kind of just shrink down back into who you know as Leon Spangle.
You're a dick, Leon. You're a dick. Beezow.
So what
Is
loose
there anything
ends
else
do
we
we
need
got?
to do here,
Yeah,
guys?
I don't know.
Weren't they hauling that kid away?
So
Or did that stop? Did that
my-
stop when they arrested the police?
You now see, so Krongus, right as you're kind of worrying about that, you see a young bird boy run up to you, and he's like, Krongus, you did it! You're the grand champion of the takes race! I knew you could do it!
All right, I have two thoughts.
Um,
One, for the sake of their political system, it might behoove us to make some kind of a martyr out of Krongus. I don't know. Make his name mean something to them, because he's going to vanish and it's going to fuck him up, you know? but more importantly, Rodney needs his money, right? We just won the race. We got to save his bar.
As soon as you say that, you see a gray bird. His eyes are just, you can see where tears have been streaming down, and he comes up to you all and he said, "I just thought you were prisoners. I didn't realize that you guys were heroes. This belongs to you." And he hands you your big sack of gold back to you.
Oh,
all right.
We tried to tell you we were heroes, but whatever. Water under the bridge, dude.
Hey, listen, we'll call that my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will. We will, won't we?
Your $5,000 will make it up to us.
sorry
You guys
about
are so
destroying
funny.
your bar.
This is...
So Jim gets swallowed up by the crowd and he kind of just disappears.
Jeff?
Jeff, thank you. I said Jim, didn't I?
Yeah.
Jeff.
I don't know who Jim is.
He goes by many names. It's like short for, in his word, Jim Jeffrey is his name. So you guys see Rodney coming up to you guys, and he's like, "You did it! You guys did it! I can't believe it! I forgot the voice I used for Rodney."
Something like that.
I nudge Krongus. I say, hey, do you have any parting words for your followers before we take the save token and get out of here?
No, I don't. Sorry. I was like,
Skedaddle,
no, I
boys.
had something like 60% of the way there, and then I realized it was taking forever. So let's just move on. I do take my crop top, which is like a sick like 90s like sweat crop top, you know, and I take that off and I toss it to the paperboy kid.
He gets hit by just a slosh of blood
Yeah.
from it hits him in the face. And he's like, "Oh, Krongus, and he's so happy. He doesn't even
And
care.
saliva from the bear owl too.
Yeah, that's fucking disgusting.
Now, did you guys want to give Rodney any of the gold to fix up his bar?
How much did he need? Is that a factor?
So what he actually needed was to pay the debt to the mayor. And
Right,
so
which
now
is
the mayor is kind of out of commission, so he doesn't require any more any gold at all for that. But you do know that his bar was destroyed.
Well, did we win anything from the takes race? I mean, I don't know who would have formally presented us with a winning. We just have been fighting the whole time, but...
So you see Anthony Falcon come stand next to Darla, and he puts his arm around her, and he's holding a big sack of money. And he's actually holding 2 sacks of money. And he said, "Guys, I just wanted to thank you so much for saving our land. I took my share, and I want to give it to Rodney to fix up the rail. Here's your share." And so you guys get, I think it was 150 gold for winning the takes race. So you guys get 100 gold for winning this race.
Sick. All right, that's fair. I trust him with the rest of it. Let's get out of here.
Let's skedaddle.
So
I shove Stumbleton into the save token.
Is it because I said skedaddle?
It's just because you were next to me.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
So, Stumbleton, as soon as you make contact with the save token, suddenly everything becomes more pixelated, and you guys can feel yourself moving. Through the pixels, you guys see Anthony go to Darla and hug her. Your vision gets darker and darker, and suddenly all the players find themselves in a familiar dark room.
Congratulations on winning your second game. Let's save your progress.
Oh boy.
You children have made a mockery of my games. The next one will not be so easy. Especially for you.
A light emerges around Stumbleton, and he falls into blackness.
Thanks.
There's a faint laughter that can be heard.
Your progress has been saved. Good luck in your next game.
The ground opens up beneath all of the remaining players, and they all begin to fall.
Did we lose him? Is he like gone?
I guess you'll have to find out in the next episode.
Oh damn.
What?
Rawtoe.
My goodness.
What's up, everybody? It is your Dungeon Master here, Shawn. Just wanted to say thank you for watching today's episode of Choose Your Own Adventure. Special shout-outs to Jake and Jared for the music, and TheAvocadoJam for the art. If you like this episode, don't forget to throw us a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. We appreciate you, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.